Welcome back to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co-host, Darren in LA. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. I wish Jimmy was an MVP, was a champion, but it's all good.
You
Oh,
haven't been
man.
on the podcast since then, have you?
I still hurt every once in a while. It's fine. I just go through my phone and I remember things.
I mean, let's
It
be
does.
honest. What the hair Jimmy Butler came into the league with this season, he shouldn't have won that championship.
He
That's
should
fucked
have.
up.
Should not.
That's fucked up. That's fucked
What'd
up.
you say?
The
What
hair.
the hair he
Go
came in the
picture
league
his
with?
hair real
Dan or Rob? I think I'm not talking to you the rest of this podcast.
quick.
You made an enemy of me this podcast.
There you
Really.
go. It's all his favorite player.
It's crazy. This man don't got no type of compassion for nobody. You see me over here mourning, and then you want to come in here and tell me about his hair.
It's
mean,
I'm about
bad.
to
listen,
cut
Look
my
at
hair
this shit.
too. I'm about to cut my hair too. You gonna talk about my hair?
Tell me that doesn't look horrible.
I
I'm
mean, he
gonna
made
see
it
you
to the
after this podcast, Rob.
finals. He made
I'm
it
gonna
to
see
the
you after this podcast.
and speaking of
Bucket.
NBA though, saw a video where they asked all the rookies that just got drafted. First off, shouts out to all the rookies who just got drafted. But they was asking all of them about you one of them got to go essentially. Future, Gunna, or Young Thug, and it was very interesting to hear their answers.
What do you mean gotta go?
Like
Pick
them in
Like
their
one.
we
whole
all on the
catalog.
plane?
Nah,
Oh,
them in their whole
off the
catalog
phone.
type. They don't really
Oh,
exist.
so it's really between Gunna and who else?
Thug.
Gunna, Young Thug, and Future.
Oh, so it's just Gunna. Okay,
Yeah. It's
because
gonna.
you're not taking Thug off my phone, and
Yeah.
Gun and Future, they don't give you the option to delete him on my phone. So
Future's a Hall of Famer.
yeah,
Future should go in
There
the
was
Rock and
some.
Roll Hall of Fame right next to Kiss.
Most of the answers I would say was probably Gunna, but there was some every once in a while that was
Thug.
Future, Young Thug.
That's
you
disgusting.
lying. Show me the video.
I'll find it real
Because
quick. I'll put it in the chat.
everybody that said that, I'm about to go for their ankles myself. I'm a Tanya Harding, each one of them little niggas.
Yo, chill.
Talk about Future like that. What's wrong with them?
You don't
You
gotta
hear
ruin a
this?
nigga's career.
You hear this?
You gotta
You
remember
hear this, Rob?
some of them are from France, bro. They don't.
I
It's
don't
not.
care if they're from Zimbabwe. They know who Super is. Everybody love Future.
That's jacked up, man. That's jacked up.
Everybody love Future. You know what? Who everybody else love? 50 Cent. People love some 50 Cent. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah, but 50 is like
That's international love I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not just whatever he's from. That's
yeah,
international. Everybody
yeah.
loves 50.
50 can go out and sell out a concert in pretty much Zimbabwe, like you said.
You can. And
50's
everybody will know
different,
damn
though.
words,
50's not
just
fair.
like Future.
I'll find the video though. We can keep going till I find it.
50 Cent. Never mind. That's a bad.
What were you about to say about 50 Cent?
Yeah,
So I
what
can
was
be
you about
real
to say
upset?
about 50 Cent?
I'm gonna skip that actually. I'm
So
not
he
gonna
can
say
come here and bench press you?
Nah, I was gonna say, imagine Zion Wilson healthy. That's how 50 Cent came out the rap game. Started his rap career. He was just dominant as
That's
fuck.
fair.
He was huge.
50
Yo,
still got it.
put that up on the screen real quick so LA can see this. He's not gonna believe it till he sees it.
I'm not gonna believe you. Everybody
Some,
loves Luda.
some of them said it, but I'm gonna let you watch it. I think it was very interesting what one of the kids go through. Rob, can you pull it up?
Give me a
Do
second.
they know there wouldn't be any toxicness for Drake to feed off of without Future? Like they need Future.
One of them's
They need
from
it.
Atlanta.
It's my type of guy.
Why's Twitter so weird?
Young Thug.
Ooh, free Thug. Oh my God. Free Jeffrey. All right.
What's his name? So I can never watch any of his games.
Okay, cool.
Go back.
He said he
back.
did snitch on me.
Jalen Hood
So wait,
Shafino.
hold on, LA. You're not gonna watch any Laker games?
Oh, that's where he's going to?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're gonna get him traded soon. That's all.
Damn.
Let me send an email to LeBron right now.
Yo,
Jalen
Darren, you need to
Hood.
chill out, dog. You get niggas traded off the Lakers. They just got there.
This is fucking crazy.
That's gonna get crazier. Watch.
This is crazy. Keep on going. Who else I'm trading?
Young Thug.
Ooh, free Thug. Oh my God. Free Jeffrey. All right.
You ain't snitch on me.
Okay.
First of all, Look at that suit jacket. Is that shit clean or not?
It is.
Who? I need to hear his answer. Please let him play.
Ooh, okay.
Gunna.
Okay.
Yo, so do you wait before we move on? We gotta talk about that suit jacket. Do you guys get the suit jacket?
It's red. It's just red.
No, wait. Oh, okay. LA, did you get the suit jacket?
I don't understand the suit jacket. No.
All right. So homeboy plays at Kansas. So he's Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. He's not in Kansas no more.
Is that
The
right?
shoes. The shoes.
Yeah, that shit's hard. I like once I realized what he was doing, I was like, that's tough. I like that.
Good for him.
I thought that was tough.
Seems like he has a good choice in music as well.
This is Jawan Howard's son.
Jet Howard.
That's a sick one.
Future.
Huh? Roots?
I say Gunna for my health.
Okay, cool.
He
Smart
said
man.
that.
Fucking
No,
smart
this-
man. That man
here's-
is gonna go
here's-
far in the league.
Here's your first Frenchman, though.
Young Thug.
That was pretty easy for you. Okay.
Young Thug.
Free Thug. Like, what you on?
Yeah. Sweat again.
Yo, you heard that album, boy.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gunna.
Probably Future. Gunna.
Oh, you said that a little too easy. Okay, cool. That boy from the A, too. Yeah. You know that boy from the A. You better pick wisely.
If I say Future, I can't.
Can't go back home. You can't go back home.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna have to say Gunna.
Hey.
Young Tag.
Okay. All right. It's not Free Thug. It's... Oh. No, he did not just say that. Y'all hear that, Atlanta?
Fuck
He
him.
plays the
Fuck the
Hawks.
plane he came in here on. Fuck his shoes.
Damn.
Fuck the glasses he wearing. Fuck
Fuck his
everything
plane.
about him. That's crazy. What's wrong with him? Jeffrey ain't do shit to him.
Fuck his plane though.
They got people out here like Gunna ruining families, separating people from they breadwinners and shit
Speaking
because he want
of,
to sing songs, and they over here talking about he ain't snitch on me. Oh my god! And then he had the
Look.
audacity to think about Future.
the one who said he didn't snitch on me said he would get rid of Gunna's music.
There, you just like to get a rise out of me. That's all it is.
Darren, was Brandon
I
Miller
knew
in
this
here?
was gonna get a rise out you. I knew it was.
Was
Why
Brandon
was
Miller
they
in
the
here?
only options? Why couldn't they choose Post Malone or what's his name?
Post Malone probably ain't from Atlanta.
Wait, time out.
He's from somewhere.
L.A. Post Malone's not a rapper. Do we have to have this
What did he
conversation?
do? What does he do?
He
got
sings-
rap-
he
got a
sings-
whole-
he
got a
sings
whole
over
album
hip-hop
with
beats.
rappers. He got a whole album with rappers. So
That doesn't make
shit.
him a rapper. Name me one rap he sung. Name me one rap
What
he
ab-
sung.
What about DJ Khaled? He went platinum. He didn't
Miami.
rap one rap.
He's a
Miami.
DJ.
Is he a DJ?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was-
bro. This is different though. It's all these kids. This is all the music they grew up with. They grew up with the
You right.
Futures.
They
grew up
kids.
with-
They kids.
They
That's
grew
what
up
it
with
is.
the Young
That's
Thug.
my fault. I forgot. I'm
like,
used to basketball players being reasonable adults. They're children.
damn.
They're on the up from
They
down.
just got drafted. Dang, let them
I
step
forgot.
forward.
You're right. You're right. I forgot. That's my
Let
fault.
them go up against LeBron, then they'll be grown men.
But
Um,
why Future? What did Future do to get in this list? We're gonna have
He's
to go
great.
another topic because I'm
He's
not gonna
great.
let it go. So
He's
why
great.
is he on that list to get removed?
It's a choice. It's just a choice. If I say, hey, right now, you gotta take either Drake, Wayne, or Future away, which one are you taking away? It's not easy.
I would tell
That's not
you
fun.
to go kick every rock in the parking
Facts,
lot.
bro.
I'm
Like,
not
what?
doing any of it.
Exactly. That's
Super.
what you can't. What they can't tell the media that when they just got drafted.
I have a question. Does all of do they crossovers stay? So, like for example, She Will with Drake and Lil Wayne. If I pick Drake, the kid kicked off.
Some other rapper is on it.
See,
singing
that's
or
bullshit,
singing.
Darren.
It's gonna be T-Pain.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's that shit.
That's that bullshit.
Is this autotune T Pain or is this before the autotune?
This is auto-tune heavy T-Wayne, baby.
Fuck that shit, man.
This is like 2008 Carter 3. Heavy.
That was the T-Pain.
I said T-Wayne.
Yeah, see, they had a whole name together too. Yeah, man. Yeah.
They had a whole album together.
I don't
That's
like
when
that
I
shit.
was learning how to stretch.
What does that mean?
Those are. Yeah, man.
Go to another topic, man. I'm about
Let
to
these
get in
rookies
trouble.
live, man. Let these rookies live.
They making dumb decisions and they gonna get Zion. That's all I know.
Yeah. Well, we might as well talk about it now. We hopefully none of these rookies turn into a Zion Williamson. But
They
have
all
you guys
gonna
been
get
following
Zion.
what's been going on with Zion Williamson?
They all
Like,
gonna get it.
not really.
So
He
I've
fucking
been
with porn stars, doing exactly what his mama told him not to do in these streets.
so here's
Go ahead.
the crazy part about it, LA. She's threatening to release sex tapes and shit on this nigga.
I bet she is, because she want to get paid. She was out there just. Let me stop.
Fucking.
This is a family focused film.
Shit, you must not have done a podcast with Rob before.
I don't understand why she thought she's been out here doing this her whole career, and Zion play her the same way everybody else is playing her, and now she want to catch feelings about it. But at the same time, Zion, you should have been known these hoes ain't for you. You can't do this. These hoes for everybody, man.
I feel like Zion is the biggest, like, he's like, we're all, if you are a person who's about to come up and become famous, I feel like Zion is the person that you don't want to emulate. You just want his money. You feel me? You're like, okay, bro, I'm gonna stay healthy. I'm not, you're not gonna know about me more off the court than on the court type shit. And I feel like that's just, I don't know. The same week
blame
Ja
the
Morant
internet
got
for that.
suspended is the same week that's been happening.
They need to just stay off the TikToks and the thoughtaholics, all that bullshit. They need to get off all that bullshit and go dribble a goddamn ball. Yeah, how you ain't dribble a ball in 2 years, but you got 2 bitches pregnant?
Wait, he got 2 bitches
You got
pregnant?
you got. I don't even know how many he got, or who is actually pregnant, who's not actually pregnant anymore. I don't really follow the story, but
So
you got 2 women going crazy over you, but you ain't dribbled the ball in 2 years. Nobody has said your name on the TV in 2 years, and you got these people going crazy over you.
LA. He's played 114 games in 4 seasons.
I just don't understand.
I'm surprised he even played that many. I'm very surprised that he got that amount. Like,
I hope he does get healthy. Don't get me wrong, but in Zion, like, in all honesty, you got to be smart about this shit, bro. Like, you worth a lot of money, and you knew this shit was gonna happen. You knew your mama was telling you, bro.
I mean,
That's on you now. How you gonna figure this out? Because we watching.
I heard that
Oh.
they're thinking about trading him to Miami.
To do nothing there?
Now the fuck more porn stars.
No, well, he can do that for free. They can do that in the off season. He's probably doing that right now.
Having sex and eating Popeyes.
The least he could have done was got an NDA. He could have learned something from Trump. My God.
Well, in his
Bro,
defense, she's blackmailing him, LA. So that's a
Of
little different.
course.
It's not.
because you don't have an NDA signed.
What else she
No,
supposed to do?
I mean, you could blackmail
Yeah,
somebody
she
with an
said that she
NDA.
was-
It has
what
nothing to
she
do with the
was doing
NDA.
for him, she said she was letting things be in her mouth at all times. Like, it was like she is hurt. She wants him on blast.
Like, LA,
She
have you
is
seen her
hurt.
highlight tape?
I've seen her highlight tape, and I'm telling you, she's done this her whole career. She's a professional. So when she was bringing to this relationship, it was a 50-50 relationship. And now he got this. What she said, this scammer bitch pregnant. I was like, yo. Asari sent me the highlights of it, and that shit was vicious. That shit was vicious. I don't know how she do. I don't know how she stands straight, but my God. And she only fucked with white dudes, so I don't know how he even thought that was a cool thing. Like,
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
don't
fuck
know,
with-
man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, man.
Last time I saw her, she got his name tattooed on her face.
Oh my God.
Right where her
Is there a
jawline
picture
was.
of that? Because I've never seen a picture of that, actually.
I saw a video of it. Of her actually getting it done.
I pray.
I
Zion-
don't know if it was real, but I don't know how you fake that shit.
Because
I
he's
don't wanna
about to
pull
be.
porn.
He's got to have a good time. I pray that this all just blows over and it's all publicity stuff. Because
Oh no, this is not.
this
blowing
is
over.
crazy.
She about to get her bag before it's all said and done. She already
back.
she already
Get
asked the
shit.
Pelicans to trade this nigga.
She ain't getting shit. She's just gonna be salty and dehydrated.
All right, so this is what the tattoo looks like.
I mean,
This bitch
she
crazy.
gonna get money if she release a sex tape.
No, Darren, she's going to jail if she releases the sex tape. That's blackmail. You can't do
Right.
that shit.
What?
This is
She'll
blackmail.
get both. Both things can happen.
Both things can be true. You're
Oh,
right.
so she can have all the honey buns and commissary. So she got some headphones on movie night. What are we talking
Man,
about?
how much
Shit.
Look, how much time you think she gonna do?
For blackmail? Let's look it up.
You could do a lot of. You could do some time releasing a personal video like that without consent from both
It's called
parties.
revenge porn, bro. That's super illegal.
You can get fucked up.
Not only that, though, this is where this podcast is about to take a turn. The judge that gets this case is going to blackmail her back.
So, a threat to report or testify against a person for any violation of federal law, along with the demand of money or something else of value, is considered a federal crime. A conviction could result in up to 1 year in prison and a fine of up to $100,000, or the combination of the two.
That ain't shit.
Well, it goes on
All right,
counts, Darren. It depends how many times you say it, how many times you threaten it. But you can get 12 counts of fucking blackmail and you fucked up. Twitter's not gonna save you.
Fair.
Oh,
Fair.
it was just a Twitter post. Nah, bitch, that's blackmail. Good luck. Like in the words of Rob, enjoy your honey buns.
You got anything else about that?
If you were in Zion's shoes, would you view it any differently?
If I was in Zion's shoes, I'd be 300 pounds and eating gumbo every fucking day.
If I was in Zion's position, I'm too rich and too young to get somebody pregnant right now, especially if I'm not married to that person. But I guess that's why you get married to shorty. So
But
there you
I
go.
don't blame Zion. I would do some ignorant shit too, like try to have sex with with a porn star, like see one online, then try to hit my agent up to go get me one, order one on like the
Bro.
hotline. I would
Yo,
totally do some
look.
stupid shit like that.
So there was this dude that worked with me for a little bit. Shout out to him. He's about to actually perform for BET's hip hop awards today, a little bit later today. Not actually at the awards, but at the awards, before the award show. But he's about to perform there, and he was telling me that he was pretty much a manager for, let's just say, IG model. Let's say that. And I guess he was getting flown out by Zion a good amount.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
They got
Yeah.
money, man. You want these IG girls? Why not? It's 4 bands, 5 bands, 10 bands, 30 bands. These motherfuckers worth hundreds of millions of dollars. What's 20 bands?
I have a question for you. Who do you think? I saw this week on I think it was maybe Paul George's podcast. Who do you think are the biggest cheaters out of the five sports in America?
What do you mean cheaters?
cheating in
Who do you
sports.
think? What do you think? Which athletes do you think cheats the most?
Both.
Hockey players, baseball players, football players, basketball players.
Why they got it? What do you mean? Why they got to cheat?
No, which one do you think cheats the most?
I don't know.
On like what metric? How will we define that?
Is flopping cheating?
No, I'm talking about like cheating
cheat
on their
their
wives, not like
No.
cheating in the
All
sport.
of them. All of them. Which one? Who's on the road the most? That's who.
Okay, LA got it. LA got it. So,
Yeah.
Baseball players are on the road the most. So they say baseball players are cheat the most.
I mean, it makes sense.
They said, dude said, one guy on his baseball team had a girl in every city he went to. Every city, because baseball players stay in the city for like 3 days, 4 days at a time.
That's crazy.
He said he had a girl for every city,
That's wild.
and they said he had a
You gotta
backup too.
He got a strong back. That's what he got.
No, he got that baseball
Jeez.
money. Baseball money different.
Nah, you gotta have a strong back to have a chick in every city, bro. You know how many cities there are in one state, nigga? Like, that's a lot.
No, not every
Baseball
baseball
city.
city, LA. Not
Oh,
every
okay.
city in America. He ain't like
Okay.
that.
I was about to say, do you know how many cities there are, my nigga?
Oh,
I
you
couldn't
funny.
imagine still. I still couldn't imagine being like, all right, well, we're about to go on a road game, whatever. road streak, whatever. We're gonna stop in Cleveland. Let me hit her up. Then we're gonna go to Detroit. Then we're gonna go to Minnesota. Then we're gonna go to Chicago. Then we're gonna make it out to Cali somehow. Then I need to hit
There's
up
no
not just
way.
my LA girl. I need to hit up my San Diego girl. Then we're gonna go
There's
back
no
up to
way they're
San
married.
Francisco. I need to hit my San Francisco girl up. And then before I get back home, we're gonna stop in the Miami area. So I need to hit her up. Then I'm back home in Texas. No, I couldn't.
Now,
I
what
couldn't.
if they're busy? You gotta have a backup. You can't just be dolo, right? Like, I mean,
That's
you
why
got
they got
multiple
3
people on
days.
payroll.
Like LA said, like Rob said, they got 3 days.
They got time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. In other news, while we're still speaking about Cleveland, I found this video on YouTube. This is a little bit old, but I still thought it was very fascinating. These fishermen got caught cheating in a fishing tournament. So let's check this out.
How do you cheat in a fishing tournament?
We're about to find out. Don't tell him, Darren. Stop spoiling shit. Damn.
Always
It says it at the top.
Weighing a big fish. Our current team of the year.
If you believe those who were there, this is the moment a lot of eyebrows started to go up. Anglers Jacob Runyon and Chase Kaminsky leading yet another fishing tournament.
Your new leaders locking it in, team of the year. Definitely team of the year champions.
They even headed up to take their pictures at the Lake Erie Walleye Fishing Competition, ready to claim almost 30 grand in prize money. But watch closely when just moments later, the event's organizer Jason Fisher.
All right. So the event organizer is cutting open the fish right now. If you these two niggas watching this nigga cut open the fish, what are you thinking?
Give me my fish. That's going up on my wall. What you cutting?
Nigga, I'm not taking pictures with the fish. I'm leaving. I'm gone. You haven't seen me. As soon as I won, I'm out. See me my check in the mail. I'm out.
Decides to check the belly of one of those fish.
We got weights and fish. There we go.
From then on, it's a mob.
He ends up screaming at him, "Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!" You know, they don't play about their
calling foul
fish.
in a way only true fishermen can. But Jason Fisher wasn't done investigating.
Bro, look at all of them,
Finding
bro.
almost 8.
Look at that picture.
Yeah.
LA, they would catch the
How do
fish,
you even get it in there?
put it through the mouth. He would catch the fish, stuff it in the mouth, just stuff it like 3 or 4 stones, I guess, in the mouth, make it heavier.
Wiggle it down so it's in the stomach.
Crazy.
8 pounds of lead weights and a bunch of fresh-looking fish fillets inside.
A filleted fish.
Meanwhile, Jake Runyon.
So they're also stuffing, like, probably go to their local supermarket, cut up some fillet fish, stuff that inside too.
At
Makes
least
sense.
they tried it. They said we about to
standing
win this
there
30
asked
bands.
point blank.
So fun, yeah. So yes, they did that same thing too, LA. But they also, since they got caught here, they went back and checked the records for all the tournaments they've been in, and they took they took all that shit back. They took all their trophies, everything back.
Saudi got caught.
He was thinking.
Do you have anything to say, Jake?
You call the cops.
Angler Steve Hendricks and Brian Ulmer finished 4th. They couldn't believe
Do
what
you
they
call
were
the
seeing,
cops?
or
Like,
at
what
least
happened?
almost.
So let me just explain what happened from here.
Is this a criminal offense? Like you're stealing money? What's happening?
Yes, super criminal offense. Cheating, you can't cheat in sports, like this at all. I would assume, I thought it was a federal offense, but I don't think so. But what happened here is once they found the fish, the event organizer was like, okay, I want you guys to leave. I don't want anybody to follow them. I don't want anybody to try to attack them. I just want you to get out of here, and we're going to call the police. And they called the police, let the police know. They eventually got arrested. More recently, they had their court date. They had their day in court.
Oh shit!
The judge was not. I thought the judge was pretty lenient. They had to pay, I believe, all their money back that they've ever won in any tournament from like in recent history. They had to pay all that money back. They had to do community service. I don't remember how much jail time they had to do, and they had to like a $100,000 fine each.
So they had jail time too.
They did have jail time. I just don't remember how long. Maybe like a year. It wasn't that long.
Saudi.
I got it up right here. Give me 1 second to find
Go
out
ahead.
what the actual sentencing was. Yeah, so
They should have been just dipped.
Runyon and Kaminsky will each serve 10 days in jail
10
and
days.
6
Okay.
months probation, according to the court documents.
Idiot.
They're required to forfeit their boat and trailer to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. Division of
They can't
Wildfire.
fish no more.
They won a boat in the tournament.
Oh, they won a boat. Damn.
The man will also pay a $2,500 fine.
2,500? Bro, I thought that shit was 100,000. I'm tripping.
The court said half the fine may be suspended if they chose to make a charitable donation of $1,250 to a nonprofit instead. But
That's
they
reasonable.
was suspended for 3 years from fishing in competition.
In
Really? I thought they were banned.
In Ohio or just in general?
It
just says banned.
The judge also imposed a 3-year suspension of their state fishing, so probably just Ohio.
So they can
So-
keep it going.
So, but hold on, Darren. Does that mean they just can't fish in Ohio? Or does that mean they're banned from tournaments? Because I'm pretty sure they're banned from tournaments. I mean, I think that means they just can't like go fishing with their son on a Sunday type shit.
They probably banned from the tournaments, bro.
I know they're banned from tournaments. So
But
that
can't
sucks
go,
even more.
They can't go fishing.
You can't fish. You
You're
better go to
cheating.
Cancun.
A liar. That's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck, right?
You get fucked up over some fishing, bro. Like, is it that deep? Like, I guess
Yeah,
30
bro.
bands.
Yeah, bro. This is a sports competition. This is a sport. Fishing's a sport.
But like, why go so crazy? Because like I saw that the dude before him had like 9 pounds, and theirs was like 30 pounds. That was obviously suspicious, right?
No, yeah. So everybody at the event were like, "Damn, they're putting that's heavy as fuck. Those are big fish."
Yeah.
And if you have like 5 or 6 fish, and the person next to you has 5 or 6 fish, and yours is like 30 pounds heavier,
That's
it's like
suspicious. They shouldn't have put that much in there, dumbasses.
it was enough for everybody to be like, "Let's check these fish real quick."
Yeah, that's where they fucked up. They should just
The
put like
boat.
1 or 2 in there.
That's where Rob got this confused. So, including the forfeiture of a boat valued at $100,000.
Oh,
So
okay.
the boat was valued at $100,000 that they have to give up.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Crazy. You stole a boat. You essentially did steal a boat.
Yeah, bro. Pete Rose. This is Pete Rose all over again. Can't cheat in sports,
it's
man.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Not at all.
Why is it
But-
the same thing?
Because Pete Rose did it as a coach or something like that. He didn't actually cheat as a player. These guys are actually players in the sport, and they just cheated.
Darren, the coach is right next to the players. What are you talking about?
The coach is not going out there and doing this illegal stuff, though.
Darren, the coach was the only one cheating in that situation.
And if I'm right, Pete Rose is actually betting on games, right?
Yes. It's still,
It's different. This is different.
still hella illegal, Darren.
This is obviously wrong. They're both situations is wrong, but this is fucked up. This is just fucked up.
Definitely.
How mad I would have been if I lost in one of these. And I got second place. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I want my money. I have
You know what I'm
first
saying?
place. Run me my
Right.
money.
If I had a fish up there that weighed 9 pounds, and then I saw somebody up there with a fish that looked the exact same as mine, but weighed
Uh-huh.
3 to 4 times more, I would have been like,
Cut it in
hell
half.
nah. I would have.
Cut
That
it in
fisher,
half.
he was probably the guy that won, and then went over there and cut that shit open. He was like,
No,
hell
that was
no,
the
give me
that was the
back.
event organizer.
He probably told the event organizer, like, there's no way.
Darren, they said everybody was suspicious as fuck as soon as they weighed their fish. They were like, those bitches are heavy as fuck. That shit's weird as fuck.
Oh, man.
And this
Yeah, I
isn't the
would've-
first tournament they did it at. They've done this at multiple tournaments.
And nobody called them before.
No, nobody thought about it. Who cheats in fishing?
That's a good question.
Let's
We
go
need
to
to
our
start finding sports to go cheating on and win some money.
Now,
We need
what
to
was
start
so?
doing
Go ahead,
We
Dan.
ain't getting 10 days. That's the problem. They ain't giving us 10 days.
You're right. We're gonna get a lot more. We're gonna be a menace to society type deal.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be much
Ruining the
bigger
lives of
news for what
children.
this.
Somehow dogs are gonna be involved and children
Like the dog
in the
racing.
community.
Yeah, man, nah, I can't. I was gonna say let's do the main topic real quick.
Yeah, it's right. It's next.
All right.
So one of the biggest stories of this past week, they're calling it Ocean Gate. It's this submarine. It's this submarine that's been that was trying to go check out the Titanic. They were trying to go look at the Titanic. How much do you guys know about this situation? Because there's a lot of information on it.
Only rich people could go do it.
What'd you say there, LA?
That only rich people could go do it.
Yeah, but LA, what was your quote from earlier in the podcast that we used to say? You can be dumb, but you can't be stupid.
Yeah, you can't be dumb
stupid and dumb
at the same time. You got to choose one.
These motherfuckers were being stupid and dumb at the same time.
And here we have a horrible situation.
So, Darren, if you don't mind, could you tell us everything that you know about this situation so far?
Yeah, I'll describe a little bit of things, but I want to know. Stop me where you get the stupid and dumb at the same time. All right.
All right.
So, from my point of view, some rich people decided to go check out the Titanic, like Rob said. They I'm not gonna say that they cut corners, but because this Ocean Gate.
Darren, they cut corners. They cut corners.
Go ahead. Let them finish.
All right, y'all. All right, I'll put a tick in that one and actually that one later. But I guess Ocean Gate is a company that took them down there, and they did not come back up. People was looking for them. They did not find them. So I think it's their theory still, pretty much. I don't think they got full facts that it imploded, but I'm pretty sure they think that it imploded at this point.
They're dead.
I mean, they're dead. Regardless, they ran out of air a couple of days ago. Probably, I didn't say a week ago at this point.
They said that shit imploded. They probably died like instantly.
Well, yeah, I understand. And there was actually a guy who was on CNN, and he was telling them, the first guy who owned the actual ship, he told them, hey, you shouldn't go down there a lot in that. If it makes it once or twice, cool, but don't think to keep making this occurrence that keeps happening. Guy sells the device, sells the sub to Ocean Gate CEO. The guy finds the CEO of Ocean Gate, tell him the same thing. Hey, don't think that you can go down there that many times in this, because it's a decent business model, but at some point you're gonna need a different sub. Like, you can't keep going down in this sub because I believe the ends were made with titanium. I'm gonna say, he said, and that means that much pressure going down that many times just, implodes. And that's what happened here, I guess. I want to know though where y'all think. Well, first off, let me ask y'all this: where is the cutting of the corners at for the billionaires?
So there's a couple different things. I heard the material they used to build the submarine was basically more or less the cheapest material possible. From everything I got from it, they built a budget submarine. It was a budget submarine. They didn't put like the cheapest products you could possibly get for this. They got that worked. It was a budget submarine.
Not even that, but Darren, the steering system was literally a PlayStation 4.
No, LA. It wasn't a PlayStation 4. It was a Logitech controller. Logitech.
Like the bathroom consisted of water bottles. Like, it was not made for people to be on in a long period of time, let alone in such strenuous conditions. You couldn't even stand in it. It was smaller than a 4-passenger car.
I think
you couldn't stand. You couldn't lay. How are you going to go all the way down there?
I think the biggest problem with it, maybe you could say, is the fact of how it was made. But my question to y'all is more so, why is the billionaires who went on there wrong? Because technically, let me finish. So essentially, this has went down there multiple times. You don't know nothing besides, they made this journey a couple times before. I want to go see the Titanic.
All right, so here's why they're wrong, Dan. The submarine depth that was supposed to be able to go was 13,000. 13,000. I don't know. It's feet. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's 13,000. They were allowed to go 13,000 feet or whatever it was deep, right? Yeah. That's the limit. They went double that.
They went almost quadruple that. They planned to go like triple that. Excuse me.
So they were going way beyond what it was capable of doing. That's ridiculous.
But that submarine has made it before. Let people call it.
Secondly, Another thing that they cut corners on, they were using Bluetooth, dog.
Using what?
Bluetooth to connect to the sub. It was Bluetooth, just regular fucking Bluetooth.
Like that shit don't disconnect every 4 seconds in your fucking car.
Bro, that's exactly what this lady said online. She was like, "You're telling me they use the shit that when we get in our car, we have trouble connecting to our car. We struggle for like 2-3 minutes to connect to our car. That's what they were using to connect to a sub."
What do you mean connect? Excuse me. What do
So,
you mean?
think
What
about it.
Their communications with the
No,
surface world?
how to control it. So this controller was connected to Bluetooth to be able to control this up, move this up. They were using a fucking video game controller to control this up, to move it, to dive deeper.
I would say that is kind of genius if you're not going that far underneath the water.
Genius, Darren, that's stupid as fuck. Bluetooth
I would
sucks.
easily do this, but I wouldn't go that far.
It's a prototype at the very best. Like, look, like, yes, this machine could have gone to the depths it said it could have gone to. That's perfectly fine. Yes, it could do it for a person or two. It could have gone 3, 4, 5, a half dozen times, a dozen times. That's fine. But when you are putting your life and your son's life or your life and another person's life inside of this tube, if I'm going to go see this tube and you're telling me we're going 30 fucking meters under the surf's core, I want to know what happens if this shit explodes. How do I get out? What happens? Like, no one thought of this shit. There was zero evacuation plan in that submarine. There was only one way in and one way out.
Fair, but there's no evacuation plan
in a regular submarine. Are you
no
serious?
in implosion when implosion happens? It happens too quick.
That's not true at all.
No, LA, he's right. The implosion. From what we can, I have the video of what they think it looked like. That's why
you don't go inside of a submarine of that size at that depth.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, but if implosion happens, there's no escape plan for that.
There is an escape. So when things implode, that you have to have more space. That's why normal submarines are massive in case of one subsection that is containerized and pressurized does implode, it can be sealed off with other compartments. There's 0 compartments in this. There's one compartment. If that shit goes, you're dead. I would not put my life in that. Like, what?
Not that far down there.
Even if an airplane, if God forbid the worst happened in an airplane, there are ways to get out. Like, there's no escape plan in this. I'm not going. Point blank, period. In my field of work, before we do anything, before we let a customer touch anything that we've done, we have to have 2 ways to get it back up if shit goes wrong. It's called disaster recovery. It's an industry norm. They had 0. I'm not going in it. Period. Like, you can't be dumb and stupid. I'll put a GoPro in there. I'll give you $100,000. Let me be the first person in the world to have GoPro footage of it or something. That's fine. That bitch exploded. Womp. How is there no footage in there, bro? Like,
my biggest thing is, bro, nowadays I can ask AI to make me a replica. Like, let me see what the Titanic looked like without going to show me what the Titanic looked like. Essentially, I can ask AI to give me a picture of multiple pictures of the Titanic. I would rather do that than go see it covered in barnacles and shit, personally.
You see, Netflix is putting the Titanic on Netflix.
They should. It's a really good movie.
Nah, they should because they're capitalizing off of this situation.
If they're already on the movie, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Can you show me
this is
never seen it.
This is a demonstration of the implosion.
Yeah, that's too quick. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's too quick. You can't do that.
They would have died immediately. If they died, they died immediately.
The split second they realize the metal is moving in, they're dead.
Darren, I think it's faster than that. I think it's. They're just dead. I don't think they even. I don't think it's like oh shit, this shit's moving in. It's like they're dead.
I don't think you can get those words out, but I think mentally in your head you was probably like, what the, and then. Me personally, I think that's what it was more so like. It just about time you realized it. It's done.
And I know we
Until-
talked a lot about it, so I do want to say, we do pray for the families involved. It's not their fault. People did lose family members, husbands, sons, and all that type of stuff. So I do pray for the family because that's still fucking suck. That people are memeing your dead parents, your dead kid, and shit like that. That's kind of fucked. So I would want to put that
It's
out
an
there.
incredible dream that they had, but you got to do a little bit more planning. You got to make sure the technology's there.
How much did they pay?
Too much.
I heard $250,000.
A piece?
I'm not sure if it's a piece, but I heard $250,000. I thought it was like $250,000 for like the whole sub, like by itself, like creating it and all that shit.
No, it was somebody else
technology.
before that. I think somebody they said people went down there and seen the Titanic in that before. But they said the people that said they lost connection with the world above. They didn't have a way of communicating, essentially. And they said something else went wrong down there too, but they made it back essentially. So once again,
If I learned anything from watching like spaceship movies and people who build rockets and people like that, like the really smart people of the world who build rockets and shit, no matter how good your math is, no matter how good you think you are, how perfect you think the math is, or how great you did with the math, something can always go wrong. And you got to have a backup plan, like LA said.
I'm telling you.
Like,
Not
because
perfect.
those rocket ships, you got to be perfectly right with your math. And if you're not, you're gonna, that's just gonna blow up.
yeah. So if y'all had $1 billion, would y'all pay $250,000 to go to space with Elon Musk?
No.
Yeah. When all y'all niggas die, I'm gonna have to repopulate the space with black people.
I'm
Okay,
not.
so some help on everybody. That's enough.
It's a no for me. I'm not
Actually,
going.
I would definitely go to space. You guys remember they went to space last year with Elon Musk? He had like a little space tour.
One
He
of the
took a bunch
guys
of
who went
people.
with him just died in this.
In the Titan. Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. Okay. I know the rapper DDG was on there, which I thought was pretty cool. He was on the spaceship.
Yeah. Good for him.
All right.
Did y'all?
Go ahead, Darren. My bad.
I was just gonna say, they say the news was being dominated by the Titanic situation, but they said there was also 700 people that pretty much, I don't know if the ship capsized or what happened in the Mediterranean, and pretty much a lot of people lost their lives to that too. Did y'all hear about this?
Nope.
I did not.
Well, I think everybody should do their research. I was actually this morning, I saw a video of Obama saying the lack of media coverage on that is kind of crazy. I forgot his exact word because his vocabulary is kind of, up there. But whatever the word was very impressive to me. But rest in peace to all those people too.
R.I.P. On to other things. So you guys know Washington State is a very quote unquote woke, very left state, right?
Okay.
I did not know that completely, but yes.
Well, they're a very left woke state. Apparently they have like a committee to try to fix like the housing problem in Washington. And this was at one of the meetings. I want you guys to I want to hear what you guys think about this. Like, Lord have mercy, I can't talk today.
Should be in prison, not running Seattle's homeless task force. Oh, and he even molested the board member who called him out. Watch.
She has touched me. So if there's a meeting where he's
Christina, you need to take this to the police then. Christina?
I have.
This is not the forum.
Stop, Christy. Christy, stop. As the co-chair, I'm telling you that you cannot talk like that in this meeting. I will not have that here. If anyone wants to talk like that, you will be muted and removed from this meeting. Board member or public or not. This is about equity. And everyone deserves housing. I don't care if they're a sex offender. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if they're indigenous. I don't care if they're a criminal. I don't care if they're coming out of jail, prison. Everyone deserves housing.
The guy.
Oh wow.
So what's your first reaction to that?
I don't know what I just watched.
What exactly? I don't even know where to fucking start with that. Why the fuck did you compare
man.
black people with criminals and sex offenders and everything else?
I don't think she was comparing.
She was trying to make a point.
She was too no, y'all. No.
She was just saying in general, like I don't care what they are. You know how people say, I don't care if you're blue, yellow, orange, green.
He didn't say none of that shit, LA.
I'm
He
saying,
said black
you know how
people
people
and
are
every other criminal she could have possibly thought of. That was my first problem with this, but at least my last problem. Y'all keep going. My fault.
LA, what was your first thought?
I don't understand. Who was the person? The person. Like,
yeah.
Did they not do background checks on people? Like, you just let people with.
Well, no. So
public office?
I don't know if he has a record, but she just said this guy sexually assaulted me at some point, and I reported it to the police. I don't feel comfortable in this meeting.
I'm saying
with
this right here says Seattle nominee is convicted pedophile.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm saying, is this the person we're talking about that she was talking to, referencing?
Yes.
So how is he even on this public board if he's a convicted? Because is that a felony, I assume?
He got released.
But isn't that a felony? Like, you can't vote if you're a felon, right? How do you hold public office if you're a felon?
That's a good fucking question.
So
I don't think being a pedophile is a felon. Do we know that for a fact?
Can we search it?
I'm about to look it up right now.
Be careful how you Google it.
That's probably the best advice you could give him right now, to be honest with you.
While the pedophile itself does not give rise to criminal liability, acting on it does. Many jurisdictions make it a felony to engage in sexual contact with minors, which will be an example of acting on pedophilia.
I don't know.
Now I'm gonna put in Washington State.
She said he was a pedophile?
No, the Fox News said he was a pedophile.
Oh,
she said that he sexually assaulted her.
Class C felony, up to 10 years.
5 years. What do you see, 10?
5 years. Cool. Underneath it.
This comes with a 10-year sex offender registration requirement.
So unless it's been after that 15 years, I don't know how he's even here. So
they're too woke, bro. They're too woke out there, bro. It's as simple as that.
That's what my first question is. If that's true, this whole shenanigans is null and void. But besides that, like, if he has paid his debt to society, if it was one of those weird cases where he would have just turned 18, his girlfriend was 17, and he got caught up in some shit, and they figured it out. If it just happens to be one of those cases, and if it's a perfect world where he actually didn't touch this woman, I would say give people a chance. He paid his debt to society, but I don't know enough of what's happening, and I think it's a very weird situation.
This did not explain enough at all. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know what the fuck's happening.
It left me with a lot more questions than actual answers, to be real with you.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's like it's too much happening at one time. Like, do I focus on the fact that he probably is this? Well, they say he is. Hopefully they have facts that he is that. Do I focus on the fact that he did that he probably sexually assaulted another person that's a part of the board, or do I focus on the fact that the person said sweep all that shit under the rug because this isn't the time or place to handle that. What we're here to do is the housing situation, and then she named the most crazy.
And,
I don't know which one to focus on.
That part, I do feel what they are trying to say. They're saying, like, hey, if that's what happened, take that shit to the police. What we're here to do right now is figure out how we can help these people. And I get that because you're taking away from their meeting to do that.
Exactly.
But there was just a lot going on.
It is.
I would have left that Zoom and been like, I had internet issues. I'm sorry. I'll be back.
So, because they're left in super woke, do you think she was a victim blaming?
Victim blaming what?
The lady
No,
that was.
no, I don't.
I just explained to you what I thought.
No, we just described to you. No, it's not victim blaming. She's saying, hey, regardless of what, that is a terrible thing that happened to you if it did happen. This is
Take
not the
that shit
place
to
to
the
handle.
police.
Like if you want to call the cops and say, hey, he's here right now,
Come
by
do
all
it.
means, mute your Zoom and then go call the cops. Nobody, like, we're all a fan of that situation. But
But what we here
to take
for now?
away, yes, to take away from the people who are trying to get housing fairly is kind of fucked up.
But I
Like,
would
it
say this to defend the lady. I would say this. She did say the reason she brought it up is because she feels uncomfortable with him being in the same meeting with her.
And that's completely fine. You know what you can do? You can leave whatever you're working on. You can bring it up to the police. That man can be removed from public office.
or
There are
HR.
multiple options.
There is
There are
a HR.
multiple options. And I get it. In the heat of the moment, things happen. I've been there, girl. I feel you. Shit, I feel you. What you have to do, though, as a professional who is sworn to help the public, is do your job and call
Yeah.
the police.
I agree.
All right.
In my personal opinion. Not
All right.
saying that I wouldn't have wilded out. I would have threw some shit. Forget that. She did great on my side. I would have threw something. I like throwing chairs.
Y'all gonna love this one. This
And I know it's a Zoom, but I'm still throwing the chair.
Darren,
we don't
introduce
gotta
this
spend a
one.
lot of time on this, but this one's hilarious. Yeah, it's just whoever said it. Somebody get this. No. Somebody said it perfect. Who's ever raising her gets 100 stars. Yeah, they just doing a good job. Because first off, how this little kid knows this song is already kind of funny to me. But the fact, yeah, I don't even. Yeah, you would think that she lived through it. But let's go. You gotta put it over.
I used to love this song.
What's happening? Hey, Look at me. What's up, Bodie? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but then rock with it. Do it. Don't drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me.
Oh, man.
Incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally
Your next
unique,
reaction
completely.
after
It's cute.
Bro, I watched it like 3 times. I had no choice. I was like, yo, this is fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna be honest.
She did good.
That was one of the first dances I actually knew, and they had me do that shit in the middle of church one day.
Two-step?
Nah.
Were you hip to the remix?
No, I don't think I was hip to the remix. Who was on the remix?
I was, I don't know, but that was my ringtone in like 8th grade, 9th grade.
I love that dance. That dance is that brought back a lot of memories.
Let me see you do it. Hey,
Bro, my favorite part of this was she actually do like this screenshot right here. It's like, what up, Lil Jon? Or what up, whoever. She like, what's happening? Yeah, man. I just had to bring it in there. That was hilarious, man.
Right on. All right. Have any of you listened to this new Young Thug album?
Thugger Baby. Yeah, I've listened to it a couple times already. I got through most of it during my morning run this morning. That
Okay.
Darren refused to come on with me.
You're right. I did refuse.
How long did you run for?
I just do 30 minutes.
How far did you get?
I do like 2 3/4 of a mile.
I think you made an album.
That's pretty damn good. 2 3/4.
Yeah.
Well,
I do. like 11-minute miles. My first 2 miles are like 11 minutes, and then the last one's kind of rough because I'm tired as hell.
All right. Well, I listened to the album a little bit. I didn't finish it. I think I still have like 3 or 4 tracks left on it. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was incredible. I think this is a great album. Thug can go to jail to, and he can just end his career like.
God, Rob.
What? What'd I say?
Why he gotta go to jail? He's not going to jail. He ain't do nothing.
That nigga's a criminal. He needs to go to jail.
Oh my God, he's not a criminal. He's a good person. He got a lot of kids, man.
That doesn't make him not a criminal.
You know how many kids he got? He don't got time to be a criminal. He got too many kids. You can't be a criminal. You got all them kids.
That's probably why he's a criminal. He don't got enough money in the rap game, so you got to be a criminal.
No, he's got plenty of money in his rap game.
I mean,
this man is Jeffrey. Do you know who Jeffrey is?
All I'm saying is a nigga in the dress is crazy, and I'll never trust a nigga in the dress.
I explained to you why the dress happened. We're not going to keep talking about this dress unless you want to talk about the cube rule and why things are sandwiches.
The cube rule? What's the cube rule?
Oh, you don't know about the cube rule?
I forgot all about the cube rule.
We're not doing this, y'all. We're not doing this right now. We have too many topics to get through. We're not doing this right now.
Favorite song on the album?
Oh, my bad.
Go back real quick.
Give me a second. I gotta pull it back up.
Didn't Gunna just drop an album like last week?
Yeah.
Nobody listen to that trash.
Damn.
No. It was the #1 album, actually.
Because people wanted to see what he was going to say about this YSL case, and he was being on trash.
I mean, it's still the #1 album.
Press Control-Shift-T twice, Rob. What are you doing?
Control-Shift. Oh, shit. I didn't know that was a thing.
No. Now scroll down. What You Want, #9. That's my favorite song on the album so far.
That's a really good song. That's a really good song.
Oh, You Went? Yeah. That's
like
full Thugger mode. That's full Thugger mode for you, Darren.
I like Gucci Grocery. I like Gucci Grocery Bag.
Yeah, that's a good one too. With the Racks is a good one. That's one I showed. No, not that one. Want Me Dead. I think Want Me Dead is what I gave.
Oh yeah, it was going with 21. Yeah.
This is good. Darren, I don't know how big of a Young Thug fan you are, if you're even a fan of Young Thug. This was a really good album that you should check out.
The 6 songs that I listened to with LA were fucking phenomenal, good songs. But I don't think I will go listen to the rest of the album. I'm going to literally ask LA for those 6 songs so I could probably download them. So I gotta
see how he is. You gotta help Jeffrey. Listen to the album.
I am by listening to those 6 songs. I will listen to those 6
to the whole album.
No, that's too much work.
You just listen once. You listen to it once and he gets $1.
Hey, Darren, here's the thing. I would agree with you, but it's a pretty short relative album. It's only 40
minutes.
45 minutes, I saw.
Yeah, it's not that long.
That's a gym. That's one gym workout.
Yeah, I got through this on like a shift, like doing like a couple things at work.
None of these are going to be addressing Gunna.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
I do know that because unless he did it over the phone.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
I do know that because he would have had to snitch on it before he recorded.
You never listened to it. How do you know he doesn't have a phone recording on this album?
I said he absolutely could have that.
You're gonna have to listen. Find out.
It'll just be a recording. It wouldn't be a song.
How do you know that? Like you acting like Meek Mill didn't do a whole fucking verse from jail.
Wayne did too, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, come on, Darren. We gotta come more than that.
All right, this is probably.
The song that I heard it was good.
We got one more topic. We're at an hour.
Make it sexy.
What do y'all want? What do y'all want to do?
Not bees.
That's crazy. How to get a job at the CIA? That's funny. Crip Mac's funny. This one's for Darren. Some Joe Rogan vegan shit. Ike and Tina. What do you want to do?
Joe Rogan vegan shit.
I want to see that Baby King breakdown personally, but I can watch that later. Go on.
Okay. Then I just told you to choose something, Darren.
Bishop Sycamore.
All right, bet. All right, so let's watch this short on Bishop Sycamore. This is apparently the quarterback that played for them. In the greatest high school.
Years old.
That's in the greatest high school ever stepped foot in Columbus.
Bishop Sycamore, the infamous fake high school football team who scammed their way onto ESPN and played IMG and lost 58-0. His name is Trillion Harris. He was a legit 3-star QB who had multiple D1 schools looking at him. He missed out on his senior year of high school football due to COVID, so he needed some extra exposure to get recruited.
I was going to get the pub one way or another. I was going to get my face on ESPN one way or another.
He said the coaches had no idea what they're doing. They were just taking plays off of Madden. He said his teammates were even worse.
Bro, like, y'all want to play IMG so bad. It's the biggest game of our life, but none of y'all is getting prepared for it. If I would have just had people around me.
And the Bishop Sycamore head coach had active warrants while coaching. And they were never prepared for their games. They never had full equipment. They had to duct tape their numbers. And they had to play back-to-back games, which was illegal. Despite playing at BS High, he was by far their best player. Don't count this kid out. He has 4 years left of college, and you can see him playing in a Power 5 school soon.
QB blood. So get at him.
35 years old.
He's 35 years old?
Nah, I ain't no 35.
I was going to say, because y'all keep trying to tell me one dude, who's the center for Miami? Bam? Y'all keep telling me that. Y'all keep trying to tell me that Bam is not 40 years old. I don't understand.
24 years old.
Hey, you can't lie to me.
What do you think, Joel? How old do you think Joel Embiid is?
50.
You know, Greg Oden just turned 70 last week.
I believe it.
Y'all wrong.
I believe
Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
The niggas old. I know how people come to this country, man.
They not old, man. They not old.
I'm just saying.
All right, I got one more video for y'all before we leave. We're gonna end on this. Just watch it. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm your instructor for today. Would you like to call me Christina? Would you like to call me?
I like this dude.
Mrs. Martin is good.
Very nice. It's your first car?
Yes, I bought this on the Craigslist.
Why do I need a seatbelt? It's the safety thing. Safety thing. See, I could get sued if you get hurt. Or what you
You have money or what?
No.
Listen, lady.
Yeah.
Enough of this shit.
You're sorry.
That is so good! Oh my god, yes! You know you like it!
So
I see one where he got a fat dude in the car and he's like, "Oh shit, what the?" It's funny. He do this a lot. It's funny, man.
All I'm saying is, Zion should stop fucking with porn stars and stop fucking with this lady. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This was episode 122 of the Purple Pill Podcast. Let us know down below, if you were Zion Williamson, would you be having sex with porn stars? We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Or driver ed ladies? Is that the question?
Or old white women with money.
Hey, I'm all about those ones. Let me tell you, I like bills. I like my bills getting paid. She got a good 401k.
Exactly, 401k.
Thank y'all for listening.